Alright guys, good morning and welcome back to the video and welcome back to the vlogs. Today is a very special day because we're picking up the Rx8, so let's go. Alright guys, and just like that, we have the Rx8 back in our possession. Man, honestly, it hasn't even been that long. It's like been less than a week, I think, but we got the Rx8 back now. The shop did a really fantastic job of, just a quick turnaround. The paint looks good. Now it is kind of dirty because, I had to drive through a little bit of a nasty area. So, we got some little stuff here on the paint, but I will wash the car. They just literally washed it for me before I picked it up, so it kind of sucks that we got a little bit of dirt on it right now, but I will wash it again. But man, this paint looks amazing, right? So they did touch up the hood for me. I'm sure you guys remember if you've seen my previous video. I went up to PA to get this used hood from a part out, and it looks so much better now. When I got it, there was a lot of paint chips and little little nicks and everything around the hood, little dents and everything like that. They fixed everything. It looks amazing now, aside from that little scuff there, but that's, I'm gonna wash that off. Under the hood of the car here, I can show you guys what these mounting tabs look like now after they've been repaired. But just in case you guys forgot what they looked like before, I'm gonna throw a picture right here of what it used to look like before the repair, and then I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like now. All right, cool. Now that you guys seen that, so right now this is how the tabs all looking. They're honestly all pretty good. I mean, they're not perfect, but with the help of some heat gun and some plastic welding, they said, they were able to get most of these back in place. They also added these velvet tabs right here just to secure the bumper. It will make it a little bit harder to take off the bumper in the future, but honestly, it's not gonna be too bad because this piece gotta come off anyways, and when we take these parts off, this is just gonna come off pretty easy. So not the biggest concern there, but yeah. Man, the car's, oh, one more thing I want to point out. There's this little foam piece right here, right? This part ripped, so it's not sticking onto there, so it's just rattling around like that. But honestly, I don't hear it in the cabin when I'm driving, so I'm just gonna ignore that for now. If it does bother me in the future, I'll do something about it, but for now, I'm perfectly happy with where the car is right now. Man, it honestly hasn't even been that long since I dropped off the car at the shop, right? But it felt like it's been a long time since I've seen the car. Is that like, there's stuff underneath here that I gotta fish out. Oh my god. Just like, is that like paper? I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm gonna just grab real quick. Oh my god, there was a plastic bag under there. That would not have been good for the radiator. Okay, maybe I need to put like a grill here or something, but what was I even saying? But it hasn't even been that long since I dropped off the car at paint, but it felt like it's been so long since I had my car. A huge shout out again to that paint shop. They did a fantastic job painting this car, and the turnaround time was insane. I don't know why I expected it to be a lot longer. Maybe it's just my experience of paint shop in the past, but man, this is a really quick job and it looks fantastic, and they did a great job preparing the bumper as well. And I'm happy. Sounds like a bike. And I'm happy I didn't need to end up buying a new bumper after all. So, I'm really happy about that. And what I really want to do now that I have the car back, you guys can already imagine it, is go for a nice drive. But as much as I want to do that today, I think it's just a little bit too late in the day, and I still got stuff to do for the rest of today. So I don't think that I'll be able to make it out for today. Boy. No. We'll save that for another day. But man, I'm just happy. I'm happy we got the car back. Welcome back, Rx8. Alright guys, it is actually the next day now. I'm actually about to head to work soon. Got the Rx8 tucked away here in the driveway. Luckily, I was able to have access to the driveway for like the past night or so. But I think I will have access to it again as well today. I'll give you guys a little update on what my parking situation is like right now. I feel like you guys seen this driveway enough, but it's actually not my driveway. There's also a garage thing right here. It's not mine. It's rented out to, I think it's being rented to someone, but like I don't ever see cars go in or out. Maybe that's for rent, I don't know. I'm gonna talk a little bit more about the parking situation that I have going on right now, because as you guys know, the Rx8 keeps getting hit when I street park it. So I am currently looking for like, a better parking situation. Give you guys a little update on that, but like I said, I am heading to work. So before I end up running late, let's just start the car and we'll talk as we drive. Hold up, is this dude actually about to block my driveway while he sees me sitting in here? No way. No way. This is what living in New York is like, guys. Is he parking? Nah, I gotta talk to him. Hell no. I don't know what's wrong with people. You see a car in a driveway and you still intentionally block it. Like, that's just stupid. Well, cold start. All right, that's good. Alright guys, we're on our way to work right now, and while we're on our way to work, I kind of just want to take this time to talk a little bit about my parking situation, because I never really fully explained it on YouTube. And in the previous video, when I told you guys that I got hit by another car while the car was parked, a lot of you guys were recommending, man, I just gotta get a driveway or get a garage or have some place to hide the car. And I agree with you guys 100%. Like, I definitely need a driveway or something. I've never really had my own private parking area for as long as I've owned a car. I know if you guys have seen that driveway that I was just in quite a few videos, and you guys might think, oh, is that my driveway? It's actually not my driveway. I actually just rely mostly on street parking. That driveway belongs to my cousin Brian, the guy with the 718 Cayman. You guys have seen him on the channel if you guys have been watching the channel for a while, but he keeps his car there, right? That driveway belongs to him. And occasionally when he's not like in town, or like he's going somewhere and he takes the car out and I'm home, I could park my car in there and keep it safe. And that's what the case was last night. And he just left, and he went out of town with his car. I'm not in town, so I get to use the driveway. And I don't think he's coming back today, so I have access to their driveway again tonight. But that's not always the case, right? He doesn't daily his 718, so it's like, you know, when he just leaves it in the garage, it's there for a while, and I don't have access to the driveway. But that's honestly also a perk, because since it is a driveway, people are not really allowed to block your driveway, right? That leaves me the space outside the driveway to park my car, and I don't really gotta worry about finding street parking in New York City. You guys can probably already imagine how annoying that gets, right? And that's what my parking situation has been like in the past, like literally couple of years. That's my parking situation for the past like almost 4 years now. I do really want to potentially rent out a garage or like an enclosed space, because that gives me some space to also do work on my car, like having a space for me to do oil changes and stuff like that, or just like even change out brake pads and stuff like that. That would be amazing. But as you guys might imagine, renting one of those places in New York City is really, really expensive. Now, there are some good deals out there, right? I've been on Marketplace. There's definitely driveways, not enclosed garage, but like driveways for rent, and I would also be fine with that as well. Around like hovering anywhere between like $200 to like $500 a month, which isn't the craziest in the world. But my issue with those is a lot of those are kind of out of the way for me, because this car is my daily driver, and if I'm renting a driveway that is like almost an hour commute from me, it could get pretty annoying. I don't want to have to commute an hour just to get my car. And since I do live in the city, right, I don't really need to daily this car. Like, sure, I could just take this public transportation, and then when I do want to drive the car, you know, take that commute. But here's the other kicker, right? A lot of these places, since it is a long driveway, right, what they're renting is that spot that's really far in the back, and then they park their cars in the front, right? So they pretty much block your car in. And then in the description, they literally says like, hey, you can't take this car whenever you want. Take the car out whenever you want. You need to give us advance notice so we can move the cars out of the way, and we would prefer it if you don't move it like frequently. That's just like that's just not convenient for me. And if I'm gonna be paying like $300, I want to be able to like take my car out whenever I want. There are, I guess, other options, perhaps like, you know, indoor parking garages like that. I could just park there long term, but those are kind of costly in the city. And that's pretty much the dilemma I have right now. It's the most convenient for me to just keep doing what I'm doing. Hold up, tunnel guys, I gotta just downshift and, you know, I mean, sorry, I had to do it. It's the tunnels, right? And then now it's gonna be overexposed for a little bit. Oh, that's okay. It's not that bad. Okay, but yeah, that's my parking situation. Been dealing with that for a while now. It's just most convenient to keep doing what I'm doing, but I've been hit by like obviously other drivers like multiple times. It's not my first time repairing paint from getting hit by like bad street parking. So obviously, I think renting a garage would be a good long-term option, or just like a better investment than street parking. But I just gotta find the right deal out there, because right now none of the things that's listed are really stuff that I want to be going for. And just in case you guys are curious, right, I do have the receipt for how much the paint costed to repair, like how much it costed to paint the bumper, or like fix the paint on the bumper, and then, you know, paint match the hood and stuff like that, right? It was about $1,600 after tax, so that's how much it is. But yeah, it does get pretty expensive, and I'm sure if I had rented a garage, you know, I would have saved up on that $1,600. But it's really just the convenience of it. And yeah, I don't know, let me guys know what your thoughts on that below. But Alright, Sean, what do you think? Run a garage?
Get rid of the car.
Yeah, okay.
Just put it away.
Get rid of it?
No, put it away for a year, go to church, I don't know, do something.
Yeah,
Bless the car.
I think I need some like holy water. I think Romy might need some sage, and that's like cleansing, right? Just burn some sage around me. Just get a good cleansing.
Burn the sage in the car to get rid of the smell that's in the car. That's one. Two, replace.
There's no smell in the car anymore.
Not anymore. We can get black ice. I don't know.
If you guys don't know, I work part-time at a Starbucks, so I don't know how I'm affording any of this stuff.
He sells his feet online to men.
Oh.
You'll find him on Feet Finder.
Back of the regular basic meal every time I'm hanging out with Sean.
Yeah, I was gonna be like,
McDonald's.
I was like, if you would just like had the M, you would have known. If it was a W, it would be Romy.
Oh. Well, this is about all we could afford after, fixing the paint on the car. So, cheap McDonald's food, Thank you, Sean. He actually paid for this one. It's the man, So
This is me paying for the Rx8, poor thing.
Yeah, this is all I could afford on the Starbucks paycheck, after fixing the car, it's just this. And saving for the Rx7, of course, but...
And saving for insurance.
And saving for insurance, insurance is pretty damn expensive for me.
For garage.
Saving for a garage too, everything, just saving for everything, paying for trying to get a garage, paying for all the damages to a car, Good thing I don't have a car payment, so that's the good thing. There's no loans on our Rx8, bought it straight out, Alright guys, you made it to the end of the video, and as always, if you made it to the end of the video, I really appreciate you guys for taking the time out of your day to watch the content all that I do, and I truly mean that every single time I say it, so thank you guys so much for that. I'm currently editing the video right now. Still kind of surprised at how quickly I got the car back. Like I said in the video, it was literally within the week, the turnaround time for paint. I've never had that with any paint shop. Like, I've never had a turnaround this quickly. Even when the car was like, with Alfaz after that accident in July, waiting for paint, that paint job took like almost a month. And granted, mostly we were waiting on parts, but that took like almost a month and a half. So this being within the week was really crazy to me. I was expecting it to take a lot longer because I had planned to do some work on the C4 Corvette during the downtime with the Rx8, but since I got it back so quickly, didn't have time to do anything with the C4 Corvette. And just in case you guys didn't know, my friend Sean has a C4 Corvette that we're trying to get like perfectly in tip-top shape right now. Not the Sean that you just saw in the video, another Sean. I know it's confusing. I have two friends named Sean, but the Asian Sean, right? You guys seen him on the channel as well, the one that went with me to PA. He has a C4 Corvette that we've been trying to get up in tip-top shape. It does have some issues with the fuel system, has some issues with the injectors, a leaking exhaust, but we're just trying to get both cars in like perfect condition for us to make a road trip down to Tail of the Dragon this summer. And I've mentioned this in other videos before. I know a lot of you guys have been commenting like, you guys want to meet us down there, we could drive along and all that cool stuff. I would love to do that, but I have not gotten the, we don't have the logistics all like planned out yet. So like when it's happening, I know it's gonna be sometime in like June, July-ish, but like exactly which days, we have no idea. Sean is a really busy guy. He runs his own marketing agency, so like he's always busy with stuff that he's got to do. What's going on outside? But what was I saying? But yeah, Sean is just a really busy guy, so we just really got to find out the time where we could actually take that time off and go together and make that drive. It's gonna be a lot of fun though, and I am looking forward to meeting you guys there if you guys are actually gonna show up. A lot of you guys in the comment section and on Instagram have been reaching out to me. It's like asking me when are we planning to do this, and you guys would love to drive down there. And I think that would be cool if we could all just have a little meetup and drive around Tail of the Dragon. That'll be a lot of fun. But it'll be my first time there, and it is gonna be like a 13-hour road trip from New York, so we just want to make sure both our cars are in tip-top shape. And yeah, didn't have time to work on this Corvette because I got the car back so fast. But hey, I'm not complaining, right? But it does suck that I'm spending all this money repairing and all that stuff, right? That I didn't really need to. So I am heavily considering renting a garage, but like I did mention, it really comes down to like the inconvenience of renting a garage because there's nothing really near me that I could conveniently rent. A lot of it is just gonna be like, hey, you gotta like give us like a week's notice before we move the car because we gotta move stuff out of the way and stuff like that. And I just don't really want to deal with that because if I want to go for a drive with friends, I don't want to wait on like the landlord or whatever to come move some cars around for me to get it out. That's just not fun. And the alternative is maybe like an underground garage somewhere, like an underground parking lot where I could store the car and take out whenever I want. But then those are kind of expensive. I'm looking at like another maybe like $500, $600 a month, right? And that's not money that I have like laying around to play with. Like I said before, I am saving for other things. I'm trying to pay off my student loans. I'm working part-time at a Starbucks right now, so not the most amount of money in the world. I am trying to look for a full-time, but with the job market right now, especially in the field that I'm trying to get in, is really tough. So we'll see how things play out, but you know, we're moving in the right direction, I feel like. So we'll see how things goes from there. But I'm gonna wrap up the video here now. I think that's enough rambling from me for right now, but you know, there's a lot of things to look forward to come. We're gonna try to get the C4 Corvette running. I want to do some more driving with the Rx7 that Peter has. I want to do more driving with Jason's S2000. Maybe we could all make a trip to Tail of the Dragon this summer. That would be amazing and a lot of fun. But until then, though, I'm gonna have to wrap things up here. So hopefully you guys are having a great day, great night, wherever you're around the world. And until the next one, guys, remember to stay safe out there, right? And drive safely, because the world's a crazy place, so you gotta do your part to stay safe, right? So, peace.